Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to another Eldritch Moon video. In this video we're going to be looking at the Eldritch Moon Fat Pack. So Eldritch Moon is about 2 weeks old I guess at this point, and let's just have a look and see what we've got here. So just on the back it contains Player's Guide with encyclopedia showing all the cards, card box, 9 booster packs, 70 card basic land pack, 10 Eldritch Moon double face card checklists, spin down counter, and 2 deck boxes. So let's just not waste any time and we'll open this up and see what's inside. Alright, so we got everything open here. We'll just slide the slip cover off. Just inside we got the standard cardboard, and there's a poster inside there, but I usually just like to leave those as is. And we got our player's guide. So just showing off the story, talking about some of the characters, planeswalkers, as well as showing just off all the cards that we have. So that's what's in there. And we have our 2 deck boxes, Emrakul and Liliana on them. I actually really like those. And we got the white spin down counter, our land pack, and our 9 packs of cards. So let's just open this up here. And of course our quick reference guide. Actually, whoop, bump the camera there. Really excited to get this Eldritch Moon and Shadows over Innistrad. Not that I've been playing for very long, but I really enjoy the sets. Like the Lovecraftian themes, one of my favorite authors, so it's really cool to get this set. Really enjoying it. There's the land pack. It's the same land as Shadows over Innistrad, so nothing particularly new there. Probably keep that sealed up unless I need it for something. And then we've got our life counter and our 9 packs of cards. So let's just adjust this down. So we've got a couple of Liliana, Tameo. Wow, okay, just 1 Liliana pack. Quite a few of the Wolf there, so I guess I'll save the Liliana for last. Hopefully that'll be good luck. I'd love to get a Liliana card. That's probably the card I'm the most looking forward to getting from this set if I can, but I'll be happy with anything at this point. So let's just have a look here. First pack. Alright, we have a Sigardian Priest, Backwoods Survivalist, Take Inventory, Ingenious Scob, Primal Druid, Thraben Foulbloods, Falconwrath Reaver, Ironright's Cleansing, exile target artifact or enchantment, Ruthless Disposal, that was our first uncommon. Second uncommon, Blood Mist. Our next one is a Ride Down. And our rare is Imprisoned in the Moon. So 2 and a blue. Enchanted creature or enchantment aura. Enchanted creature, land, or planeswalker. Permanent is colorless and gains tap to add 1 mana, colorless mana to your mana pool. Loses all the card types and abilities. So that's pretty good removal spell there. Our flip card is a Shrill Howler, which flips into a Howling Chorus. And we have a foil card, which is an uncommon as well, Noose Constrictor. So it's 2 mana, reach, 2/2, discard a card, and it gains +1/+1. And we got a forest and a double token. So next pack. Brazen Wolves, Prey Upon. I like that card. Just a way of getting your creatures to fight other people's creatures. Waxing Moon, another good one if you play werewolves. since in Eldritch Moon, werewolves are flipped predominantly by spending mana instead of just, casting spells or not casting spells. So that's a good way to flip something easily. Wolfkin Bond. Skurstag Supplicant. Alchemist Greeting. Field Creeper. Spectral Reserves. Laboratory Brute. Our first uncommon is a Savage Alliance. I do like the Escalate cards. Nephalia Academy. I'm pronouncing that correct. And Somberwald Stag. Rare. Oh, we've got Mythic Nahiri's Wrath. Excuse me. So 2 and a red. As an additional cost, discard X number of cards. Nahiri's Wrath deals damage equal to the total converted mana cost of the discarded cards to each of up to X target creatures and or planeswalkers. So that could be a pretty powerful removal spell. So that's our first of, hopefully not the only mythic, but we'll see how it goes. We got Graph Rats as our flip card, which flips into Chittering Host, which I've shown off in previous videos, and a mountain and a zombie. Alright, next pack. Okay, so we got another Waxing Moon. I think that gives me a full playset now. I had 2 from pre-release, and I think I've got 2 from this at least, so I can't remember if the other packs that I opened in the last video had any in it or not, but another one of those. Trying to put together a red-green werewolf deck. Don't know how well it's going to work out, but you never know. Borrowed Grace, another Escalate card. Drag Under. Certain Death, destroy target creature, its controller loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Swift Spinner. Lunarch Mantle. A Fog Walker. Thermo Alchemist. Fiendbinder. Our first uncommon is a Peace of Mind. Subjugator Angel. Chilling Grasp. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap phase. And you can cast it for madness as well. And our rare is a Collective Effort. So escalate, tap an untapped creature you control, so instead of having to pay mana, you can just tap creatures. The options are destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, destroy target enchantment, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target, or on each creature target player controls. There we go. So that's actually, I kind of like that one too. And then our flip card is an Ulvenwald Captive, which flips into an Abomination. And that is a common. And then we just have our checklist, or for our flip cards, and just a advertisement card, I guess. Alright, Boon of Emrakul. Spring Sage Ritual. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life. I like that one. Green and blue are my favorites, so any green artifact or enchantment removal I always kind of like. Cemetery Recruitment. Crossroads Consecrator. Enlightened Maniac. Field Creeper. Steadfast Cather. Spontaneous Mutation. Our first uncommon is a Shreds of Sanity, Fortune's Favor, Mercurial Geist, and our rare is a Soul Separator. It's a lot of text. 3 mana, it's an artifact. You can spend 5 mana and tap it. Sacrifice Soul Separator, exile target creature card from your graveyard, put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of that card, except it's a 1/1. It's a spirit in addition to its other types, and it has flying. Put a black zombie creature token onto the battlefield with power equal to the card's power and toughness, or power, toughness equal to that card's toughness. So, okay, I guess it's just a way to get a flyer out, I suppose. Our flip card is a Conduit of Storms, which is a werewolf. 2/3, whenever it attacks, add 1 red to your mana pool at the beginning of your next main phase this turn. And then you can transform it, and it transforms into a Conduit of Emrakul. So 5/4, whenever it attacks, you add 2 colorless to your mana pool. And we've got a flip rare as well, and that is the Hanweir Garrison. So whenever Hanweir Garrison attacks, put 2 1/1 red human creature tokens onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, and it melds with Hanweir Battlements, which I don't have yet. But we do get the bottom half, so if I do get both cards, what you get is a 7/4 legendary creature Eldrazi Ooze with Trample and Haste. When it attacks, put 2 3/2 colorless Eldrazi horror creature tokens onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. That's pretty cool. And we got another one of those check cards and a Spirit. Alright. Continuing on. Next pack, take inventory, draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named take inventory in your graveyard. So I guess that'd be good if you had a play set of those. Oop. Sorry, just piles got a little mixed up there. Alright. And another Ingenious Scob. Choking Restraints. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Another Spring Sage Ritual, so take as many of those as I can get. Woodland Patrol. Weirded Vampire, I guess. 3/3, has Madness for 2 and a black. Oh, just Vampire Horror, I guess. Iron Rites Cleansing. Another Spontaneous Mutation, and Stensia Banquet deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of vampires you control. So, I guess if you're making a vampire deck, that's definitely a good card to have. Got first uncommon is Rise from the Grave, a Thirsting Axe, a Foul Emissary. It's a lot of text there, so if you want to pause and see what it does, there you go. And our rare is our Mecha Wolf. So it's a looping prototype wolf construct. It can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand, but it is a 5/5 for 2. So if you have a way of getting rid of those cards, this can be a pretty powerful creature. Our flip card is a Grizzled Angler. Whoop! Grizzled Angler. So it's a 2 and a blue. You can tap, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then if there's a colorless creature card in your graveyard, you can transform the Grizzled Angler. Starts off as a 2/3, and then becomes the Grizzly Angler Fish. So it becomes a 4/5, and for 6 mana, creatures you control, creatures your opponents control, attack this turn if able. That's pretty cool. And another Eldrazi Horror. And another one of those checklists. Just try to organize the piles a little bit there. Alright, so last card with, or last pack with the Wolfard on them. Alright, and we got a Wretched Griff, Distemper of the Blood, Sigardian Priest, Succumb to Temptation, Bloodbriar, Alchemist's Greeting, Ironclad Slayer, Laboratory Brute, and Prophetic Ravings. Our first uncommon is a Fortune's Favor. Again, just leave that there if you want to pause and read what it does. Prying Questions. Scour the Library, which is an instant. Alright, and our rare is a Thalia's Lancers. So, first strike, 4/4 for 5 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And our flip card is an Extricator of Sin. 0/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, put a 3/2 Eldrazi horror creature onto the battlefield. And Delirium, if you have 4 more card types in your graveyard, you can transform it. And it transforms into an Extricator of Flesh. So Eldrazi you control have Vigilance. For 2, you tap it, sacrifice a non-Eldrazi creature to put a 3/2 Eldrazi horror creature token onto the battlefield. Pretty cool. That is an uncommon, and just a human soldier. Alright, so those are our wolf packs. We'll move on to our 2 Tamios. I wouldn't mind having Tamio either, but Liliana's kind of the one card I'm really looking for from this set, so I'll probably never get it, but we'll see what happens. Sigardian Priest, Boon of Emrakul, another Bloodbriar, Borrowed Malevolence, Spontaneous Mutation, Stensia Banquet, Ironright's Cleansing, Displace, and our first uncommon is a Peace of Mind, Give No Ground, and Good Old Fashioned Murder. Our rare is a Sanctifier of Souls, which I believe I have a foil of. Our flip card, oh, okay, here we go. This is another one of the cards I really wanted just because I love the art. The Curious Homunculus. This is our flip card. So it's a 1/1. You can tap it and add a colorless mana to your mana pool, which you can only use for instant or sorcery spells. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, transform the Curious Homunculus into Voracious Reader. So it's a 3/4 prowess. If you cast a non-creature spell, you get +1/+1 till end of turn, and instant and sorcery cards you cast cost 1 less to cast. So we got that, and there is a rare flip in here, so let's have a look and see what that is. And another Hanweir Garrison. So now I've got 2. I just need the other half of it. And then we got a 1/1 red human. So, alright, Tamio pack number 2. Alright, Otherworldly Outburst. Prey Upon, so always good to get another one of those. Olivia's Dragoon. Certain Death. Swift Spinner. Contingency Plan. Stensia Innkeeper. Ironclad Slayer. Turn Aside. Whispers of Emrakul is our first uncommon. I don't think I've seen this one yet, so target opponent discards card at random. Delirium, if there are 4 more card types in your graveyard, that player discards 2 at random instead. Weaver of Lightning. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, deals 1 damage to target creature and opponent controls. And Clear Shot. And our rare is a Permeating Mass. So I think I've got 3 of these now. Almost a full play set. And of course we got another Midnight Scavenger, so now I have 3 sets of those with the Graph Rats and the Midnight Scavengers. So I think I may have to build a deck that has those in there. My fiance likes to play black, so maybe I'll throw those into her black deck. And we got a Swamp and an Insect token. Alright, so we're down to our last pack. So this is our last shot at Liliana in this video. If I don't get her, that's quite alright. I think I got some pretty decent cards anyway. Definitely going to have to see if I can use that in Nahiri's Wrath. Or perhaps potentially trade it if somebody's interested in it. Alright, Sigurden Priest. Quite a few of those. Backwoods Survivalist. Another Take Inventory. I can't remember how many of those I have now. I'm going to say at least 2. Gavany Unhallowed. 2/4 zombie. When another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. Woodland Patrol. Another Thermo Alchemist. Fiend Binder. Turn Aside. Alchemist's Greeting. Our first uncommon is a Rise from the Grave. Long Road Home. Vampire Cutthroat. I do like that card. And our rare is Impetuous Devils. So 6/1 with Trample and Haste. When it attacks, up to 1 target creature defending player controls blocks if it blocks it this combat if able. At the beginning of your end step, at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice an Impetuous Devils. Don't know how good that is, but okay. And we got ourselves another Graph Rats. So that's to close out the video. Alright, so that's what I got in the Fat Pack, so we'll just go over everything here. Alright, so I got the Devils one. Again, I'm not too sure about that one, but we'll see. Permeating Mass. Hanweir Garrison. Sanctifier of Souls. And Athalia's Lancers. Got myself a werewolf wearing battle armor, so you can't go wrong with a werewolf wearing battle armor. And there's the other garrison there. Soul Separator, Collective Effort. I actually really like that one, so I think I'm going to try to put that into a deck if I can. Imprisoned in the Moon, which I do like. Definitely a dirty thing to do to somebody's one of their bigger creatures. And of course our mythic is Nahiri's Wrath. So there we go. So that's what came in this Fat Pack. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.